What's going on, guys? It's James here, and I'm about to teach you hypnosis and how to transform someone's life using hypnotic language. Okay. So, what I want to start with is hypnosis has transformed my life in ways that I cannot even express to you, but it works gradually because the unconscious mind is built up on a mainframe of beliefs. And all beliefs are stories that we tell ourselves over and over again. And then what happens is those beliefs put a filter in front of our eyes so that we only see the evidence that resonates with those belief systems. So the power of hypnosis, the power of self-hypnosis, hypnotizing someone else. Maybe if you're a healer, you do Reiki, tarot, you're a coach. The way that you utilize hypnosis is by tapping into the unconscious mind, bringing up those beliefs. It's like seeing the filters in front of someone's eyes and then being able to wipe the window clean so that they can see more clearly what's going on in their lives, where they want to go. Because I don't know if you've ever been driving down the street in a snowstorm, but if your filter, if your window, if the screen that you're utilizing to look out at life is foggy or it's clogged up or there's something in the way of that filter, you can't navigate very well, right? If you can see 5 feet in front of your face because you have a belief inside of you that I'm not good enough or I don't deserve love. And because of those beliefs, you're always in a fight or flight response in your body, or if you've experienced trauma in your past, what happens is all that builds up filter after filter after filter in front of your eyes, and utilizing hypnosis, specifically self-hypnosis, and hypnotizing others with your words, telling a different story. What you can do is you begin to move those filters out and you see the world a little bit more clearly. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to teach you hypnosis right now. And the first thing you need to learn about hypnosis is the simplest thing ever, because you actually utilize hypnosis on a daily basis. You just don't realize that you're doing it. So the way that we utilize hypnosis is by understanding awareness, the awareness language pattern. Okay. So our fundamental building block of what our brain is built on is awareness. If we're not aware of something, it doesn't actually exist, right? If you didn't know what sushi was, you couldn't go out and look up a sushi restaurant to go and fill that need for sushi because you didn't even know it existed. If you didn't know what toilet paper was, guess what? Your life would be a little bit less fulfilling, right? Just imagine that for a second. So if we're not aware of something, especially the unconscious things that are running our lives, those things control us. So when you can shift someone's awareness, specifically your awareness, to something like the sensations in your big toe right now, just tune into the awareness of what's happening in your big toe and your left foot. And just notice, maybe there's tingles, maybe there's sensations, maybe there's a little bit of heat. And now I want you to tune your awareness into your fingertips. As you begin to tune your awareness into your fingertips, maybe noticing tingles, sensations, pressure, what you're feeling. Now what I would love for you to do is take a deep breath in and just tune into your heartbeat. See where you feel your heart beating in your body. Maybe it's in your chest, maybe your heart beats in your solar plexus. Maybe you're even sensitive enough to feel the heartbeat pulsing in your neck. And begin to notice, right? Notice, bring your awareness to the fact that your fingertips were always there, your big toe was always there, and your heart is always beating. But because we're not focused on that, because we're not focusing our awareness on those things, they just fade off into the background because they're irrelevant. That is the same way that your life works. It's the same way your unconscious mind works. If you are focusing in on a goal, if you're focusing on what you want, and you're just tuning all your awareness into it, all you see is a golden path that is morphing its way through life so that you can move your way towards that direction. But if all you're focusing your awareness on is I'm not good enough, or no one will ever love me, or you know what, I always end up with the jerks. Well, guess what? If you put your awareness on the jerks that you always end up with, guess what you're continually going to keep finding? Jerks that you always end up with. But if you start to expand your mind and think of things like, I am abundant. I am one who just shows up and magic happens. When I step into a space, when I step onto camera, people instantly begin to deepen their breath and understand things within themselves that they never would have understood without my presence. That's one of my beliefs. Every time I step into a space, magic happens. And that's how I show up, because my mind is focused on it. So what I want you to do is I want you to write down 3 things that you focus your attention on that you no longer want to focus your attention on. Okay, this is one of the ways you can start self-hypnotizing yourself right now. 3 things. I never want to think again, right? Maybe it's I'm not good enough. Okay, that's a good one to start shifting your awareness away from. I can't do it. That's another thing. These are just examples. You pick your own. Or maybe you think when you try something new, it's like, I'll fail. I'm afraid to fail. That's a thought too. If you can shift your awareness away from this and then write down 3 things that you would think instead, what happens is you then begin to self-hypnotize yourself. Anytime you notice these 3 things, I can't do it, I'm unlovable, I'll fail, you shift over into these other 3 things. It's like, of course I can do it. I thought I couldn't do it in the past, and I more than handled the situation. You're now self-hypnotizing yourself. No one loves me. Everyone loves me because I'm a freaking G. How about that? How about that for a belief? Maybe you can write a new one. And then over here, I'll fail. How about failure is not an idea that I subscribe to. Every time I quote unquote fail, I am simply learning and growing and evolving on the path. And I'm only winning because I'm always stepping forward, right? So take that. Really, if you do this, it'll transform your life, and you can continue this process. Anytime you have a thought that comes up that is negative, write the antithesis, write the medicine, and then practice. When that thought comes up, tunes into your awareness, you're going to shift your awareness over to what you want to be thinking, and that is going to hypnotize yourself. You're telling yourself a new story. You're practicing a new story. And when you start to focus your awareness on that new story, guess what? Your brain's going to search for evidence to make that story real for you. And that is when it becomes a belief. When you start to believe the new stories, you're going to start to see your entire life shift, just like I have. Hey, if you liked this video and got value out of it, please check out my free masterclass this Saturday, Healing Hypnosis 101. It is Saturday, February 5th, 12 to 2 p.m. And I'm going to be teaching you 2 of the most powerful techniques, hypnotic techniques, that you can utilize on anyone, anywhere, at any time, with their permission, of course, to help shift them out of, heavy, stagnant, painful energy and move them into ease, to love, to peace. And you can also utilize this on yourself through self-hypnosis. And I want to invite you, if you are ready to take the next step, if you are ready to open up into literally a vocation, a calling to help people, to step into coaching and become a life coach using neurolinguistic programming and hypnosis, I want to invite you to join the Dragon Rider program. The next iteration starting February 15th. It's on a Tuesday. And this program will not only change your life internally, because I believe in doing the inner work before and embodying it before you go out and teach it. But my friends, this can revolutionize your life. This can break you out of the 9 to 5. The same way that I broke out of the 9 to 5. You can live a life of abundance, of financial security, and you can step into your mission and purpose in this lifetime so that we can help the planet heal. It's not just about us anymore, guys. So if this calls to you, send me a direct message and we'll tune in. I'll get you on an interview with me and we will dive into what it will take for you to become a Dragon Rider.